morning everyone, myself Muralidhara Reddy. In this video, we are going to discussing about Maven build life cycles and also MVN clean command use cases. Okay, let's see the demo. In Maven build life cycles, what are the main uses of Maven build life cycles? If you want, we have a project. You have written the project. You want to convert that particular Java-based application to generate jar file, right? We require commands. To execute and generate that particular jar file. Okay, here Maven build life cycles are goals, both are same. We have total goals is there, our build life cycles is there. One is MVN validate. MVN validate means it will validate the project. It will be validate the project. Next, MVN compile. MVN compile means it will be compile the project from .java to .class files. And MVN test is nothing but this particular test classes is there, right? It will be converted to apptest.java to apptest.classes. It will be convert apptest.java to apptest.classes. If you use the MVN package, it will be create the particular jar file, var file, or ER file. In our case, we are going to run this Maven build lifecycle for Java basis, so it will be generate jar file. Okay, and verify. MVN verify means whatever is generated jar file, right? It will be verified. And MVN install means whatever generated jar or var file, it will be stored in .m2 directory. MVN deploy means it will be pushed whatever is available in jar file or var file in our local and the particular project, it will be pushed to Nexus or JFrog. It will be pushed to Nexus or JFrog. Let's see the one by one. We have a project we already created earlier class, a Java project. If you observe here, we have a pom.xml and we have a src main. This is the main Java file and test class Java file. Okay. Now what I'm doing, first I'm doing MVN validate. If you use the MVN validate, what will happen? It will be validate this project, whether this project is correct or not. Okay. If everything's fine, it will show like build success and how much time it took time also, it will be displayed here. Okay. When it was finished also, it will be displayed. Okay. Next one, MVN validate is completed. Then next I'm doing MVN compile. MVN compile. When you use the MVN compile, what will happen? Whatever app.java files, right? It will be converted to app.class files. App.java to app.class files. If you observe here, the plugins is downloading from central repository. Currently, it is downloading from central repository. Okay. Let's see. It is downloading from central repository. All the plugins related to MVN compile. If you observe here, it is downloading compiler plugin because we use an MVN compile, right? MVN compile, we have a compiler plugin, that is a Maven compiler plugin. The version is 3.1. Currently it is using. Okay. Let's see, it is downloading one by one. First time we are running, right? It may take little bit time because it will be downloading from internet, right? That is the reason. If you observe here, build class files, build successful. And if you observe here, compiling one source file and it will be created the target file. Inside the target file, we have created the classes. If you observe here, if you give the 3 dot extra, we have a target directory is created. Inside the target directory, we have a classes file. It was app.java, right? From app.java to it converted to app.class files because we used MVN compile. Okay. And also we have it with compiler plugin used. Okay. Maven compiler plugin information also it is showing here. Next one, MVN compile is done. Next one, MVN test. What will happen? Whatever we have a test apptest.java is right, it will be converted to apptest.classes. Let's see, MVN test. I'm using test. Okay. If you use the MVN test, it will be download that particular plugin from internet also. Central repository. For that one, if you observe here, we have a Surefire plugin. We have a Surefire plugin for MVN test. Okay. It is downloading. If you observe here, test cases is completed. We have total 1 test case run. And we have 0 failures and errors 0, skipped also 0, and how much time will take also it is displayed. Okay, got it right? Now if you go and check it here, 3 command. Now extra one is came test classes. Inside the test classes, earlier it was apptest.java, right? From apptest.java to it is converted apptest.classes. Remember this MVN test, it will be run the test cases. In case if in your application you have a test cases, if you use the MVN test, it will be run the particular test cases. It will convert from .java to .class files, that particular test cases. Okay. Got it right? Next one. MVN package. If you use the MVN package, it will be generate jar file because our application Java based application, right? It will be generate jar file. Let's see MVN package. If you use the MVN package, it will be generate. For MVN package, our application Java based application, right? For that, it will be download Maven jar plugin because it will be generate jar plugin. It is also downloading from central repository only. Everything it is downloading from central repository. In case some of the projects they may maintain in remote repository. If that is the case, it won't go to the central repository. It will download from remote repository only. Okay. Now, if you see here, build is success. It is generated jar file, and the particular jar file is available in target directory. The particular jar file is available in target directory. Let's see. 3. Dot means it will be display what are the options available. If you observe here, we have a jar file. Here, if you observe here, the jar file is generated. Got it right? When you use the MVN package, it will be generate jar file. Okay, Java project is a project name, and this is the snapshot name with .jar. Okay, got it right? What are the uses of MVN package? It will be generate jar file. Now I'm using MVN verify. MVN. If you use the MVN verify, what will happen? Whatever is generated jar file, right? It will be verify that particular jar file. Okay, it will be verify the particular jar file, whether that particular jar file is correct or not when you use the MVN verify. Okay, if you use when MVN verify, it won't be generate anything. Okay, just it will be verify that particular jar file. That's it. It won't be create any new files. Just it will be verify this particular jar file. Got it right? Next one. What is the next one? MVN install. If you use MVN install, what will happen? Let's see. MVN install. If you use MVN install, whatever is jar file and pom file, right? pom.xml file, it will be copied to .m2 directory. Let's see. MVN install. If you use the MVN install, it will be download that install plugin, Maven install plugin. Here, if you observe here, we have a Maven install plugin 2.4. Okay, got it right? Here. And it is downloaded from remote only. Now, if you observe here, installing whatever is available Java target file, the jar file, it is copied to inside the root directory .m2 repositories. Inside the repository, we have a group name is com.techworld with Murali, right? Com is a directory, techworld with Murali is a subdirectory, and then we have given the project name, right? Artifact name, .fact name / then we have a snapshot, right? Snapshot / the particular jar file. Okay, same for pom.xml also same location only. I'm going to show you now. Go to root. Currently I'm in root directory. Go to the .m2. Here we have a repository. Go to repository. Here, what is the group name? We have given com.techworld with Murali, right? Here com. Go to com. Com.dot means it will come as a subdirectory. Okay, com / techworld with Murali. Now I'm giving com. Inside the com we have a techworld with Murali. Okay. Go to techworld with Murali. Inside that one, we have given the artifact ID, right? Artifact ID means Java project, right? Go to this one. Next one, snapshot. What is the snapshot we have given? 1.0, right? Go to 1.0. It will act as everything directly, okay? Inside this particular 1.0 snapshot, we have a jar PEM file. It is copied. Got it right? It is copied. What are the uses of storing here? Example, if you deleted in the particular project level, the particular jar file or PEM file will be available here. I will show you like when the major use cases. Okay. Now, I'm again going to project, Java project. Okay. Next one. MVN deploy. What are the uses of MVN deploy? If you want to store your jar file from local to this particular local to remote repository like Nexus or JFrog will be used MVN deploy. Let's see. MVN deploy. If you use MVN deploy, what will happen? First, it will be take the deploy plugin. If you observe here, it is downloading the Maven deploy plugin 2.7. It is downloading and it will be trying to push. The problem is it's throwing error because inside the pom.xml, we haven't declared that Nexus configuration, snapshot or release URLs we haven't given. Even Nexus or JFrog. That is the reason it is throwing error. POM inside the distribution management element we haven't declared, not specified inside the pom.xml. That is the reason it is throwing the error. The build is failed. The build is failed. I will show you later part when we are configuring Nexus or JFrog. Okay, the main intention of MVN deploy is if you want to store from that particular jar file to the remote repository, either Nexus or JFrog, we will be use MVN deploy. For that MVN deploy, it will be take the Maven deploy plugin. See, if you observe here, for each and every step, it is taking one plugin. Compiler, it is taking compiler plugin. For test cases, it is taking Surfer plugin. For jar generator purpose, it is taking Maven jar plugin. For installation purpose, it is taking Maven install plugin. For deploy purpose, it is taking Maven deploy plugin. Okay. For each and every build lifecycle, it is taking one specific plugin. That plugin is for initially it is downloading from remote central repository. Okay, got it right? Now, what I'm doing here, if you give the MVN install, what will happen? Remember one thing you have to remember. For example, if you give the MVN install, okay, first it will be validate, compile, test, package, verify. Even though if you are not giving all options, these all options, what will happen? If you give the MVN install, above commands will be run. And then this command will be run. For example, if I give MVN deploy, it means first it will be validate, compile, test, package, verify, install, then it will be deploy. Same, all. For example, if you give the MVN package, above commands will be run, then this command will be run. Okay, got it right? What I'm saying here? This is the Maven build lifecycle and goals. Okay, remember in interview level, you have to tell the process step by step. It means like, for example, hey, can you please tell me the build lifecycles? You have to tell step by step, validate, compile, test, package, verify, install, deploy. Don't tell zigzag. Okay, if you tell the zigzag, interviewer can understand easily he haven't worked. The reason is build lifecycle should be say step by step. Okay, be careful this point. Okay, be careful. Remember this point. Next one, I'm using next one is MVN clean, right? I'm using clean. MVN clean. If you use the MVN clean, what will happen? Whatever target directory is there, right? It will be delete. It will be clean that particular target directory. If you observe here, it is taking clean plugin. Using this clean plugin, it is deleting this particular target directory. Okay, if you observe here, if I'm using 3 dot, the particular target directory is deleted because we use MVN clean. What is right? What is the uses of MVN clean? Even though if I use MVN clean, it is clean the particular target directory, but we use MVN install, right? Inside the .m2 directory, it is stored, right? That still will be available. That is the main uses of using MVN install. MVN install, it will be stored that particular jar or PEM files inside that .m2 directory. Not only jar, PEM file. In case it is web application, it will be stored war file also inside the .m2 repository, then group ID, then artifact ID, then snapshot version. Inside the snapshot version, the particular jar or var or PEM file will be stored. Got it right? I hope understand that. These are the use cases of build lifecycle. Remember, this is a very important and interview level frequently will ask when it comes to that Maven part. Hey, can you please tell me the build lifecycle? Okay. And one more thing, what is the major difference between MVN install and MVN deploy? If you use the MVN install, what will happen? The particular jar file and PEM files, it will be stored in .m2 directory. When you use the MVN deploy, whatever generate jar or var or PEM file, everything will be stored in remote repository. I will show you like Nexus and JFrog configuration later sometime. Okay, fine, right? If you have any questions, feel free to comment. I will try to respond as soon as possible. Thanks for watching this video. We will see you next video.